Sup, internet? Couches are awesome. Tell me they're not. We're back at it with episode 2 of this
Stock Talk.
Stock Talk. Thank you. Links are down in the description if you're watching this in the future. Hi, future me. And we got through about 13 characters last time. We're going over our own personal opinion tier list here between the main cast of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I have here on the line with me Mr. Bullshit Cheese Lag Champion.
Hello.
And FLW.
What's up?
And we're gonna talk some Smash. And we're gonna play some Smash. And we're gonna well, you get the idea. I'm not saying So we left off at Diddy Kong. Now we have our 3 categories here. They are you guys want to remind me of the categories?
There was movement, there was survivability, and I think there was depth. Yeah.
All right, wonderful. We have survivability, movement, and depth. So, survivability with Diddy Kong. He's probably one of the lighter characters. I actually normally do a read-off for each character. I just picked my nose on stream. That's wonderful. I forget that I'm on camera sometimes. So, Diddy Kong is a playable character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He was officially confirmed on June 12, 2018, alongside Olimar and the rest of the returning roster. Let's see. Changes from Super Smash Bros. 4. Likely due to his top-tier status in Super Smash Bros. 4, Diddy has received a mix of buffs and nerfs in the transition to Ultimate, but was nerfed overall. His staple moves have all been worsening in various ways, hindering his once excellent neutral game. The most notable example is his Banana Peel, which cannot be grabbed as quickly due to him releasing it at a higher arc. And although it can be thrown twice at opponents or disappearing, this also gives them more opportunities to use it against him. Some of his moves also have reduced range, most notably his down tilt, his up tilt, his up aerial, his forward aerial, his late hit, and his down smash, which are all part of a staple part of Diddy's gameplay, making it harder for him to take advantage of them. Additionally, Rocket Barrel Boost travels drastically shorter distance when fully charged, and the charge time itself was reduced by a third, worsening his already vulnerable recovery when hit very far off stage. Further exacerbating these nerfs, these universal changes hinder Diddy overall, as a reduced shield stun for items and increased lag on grabs weaken his approach and defensive game with Banana Peel, while the faster knockback physics reduces up throw's combo potential, no longer having reliable combos or KO setups at high percentages. He also suffers from the universal increase in jump speed, as he can no longer reliably hit small characters with his back aerial from a rising short hop. Lastly, Diddy's weight has been lowered, making him easier to KO. So we will go over the buffs a little bit later into the list here. But what does everybody think overall? What would you rate his survivability?
Well, that Smash Brothers Wiki makes it sound very bad.
I only read the bad parts.
I don't think it's that bad. It doesn't sound. It's actually. I don't think it's that bad. Like he's not Ganondorf. Like I'm just saying, he's not Ganondorf. Like, 'cause you can still come back pretty far off stage with Diddy, as Tweak has showcased in his matches and tournament. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played the character myself a lot. I know that the character can be light. He's somewhat on like the medium to fast speed, you know. So that's good. I've seen some excellent setups with him too as well, but that's more in the depth. As far as the survivability goes, though, I never feel threatened unless I'm playing like a character that's obviously heavier, such as like Bowser, K. Rool. You know, these characters that are obviously much heavier, and it's common sense. But I don't feel like Diddy Kong is a particularly light character.
Yeah, I've never really died super early with him. Like if I was playing Jigglypuff or Pichu. I like Mewtwo.
Yeah, like it kind of depends. It like this is Diddy Kong is an interesting case when it comes to survivability, I think, because he can survive. Like, I mean, sometimes he feels like Beyonce getting back to stage, but like
Beyonce?
What?
Yeah, he's a survivor. He ain't gonna give up.
Oh my god. That was
That was-
Okay, so is your internet. It's nowhere near as bad as your internet. Okay.
That's fair. That is a
Woo! Burn. Burn!
Born. But well, he
great.
can get back to stage. Like his turn, and like sure you can get like he's gonna die earlier than a
Jesus Christ.
decent portion of the cast, but I don't think he's terrible when it comes to survivability. That may be his weakest portion, but at the same time, he does have a couple of good zoning tools to help him survive and like combat
Oh, that killed?
the big hits. Like you got peanut and got banana.
You got the nut. Got the nanner.
Oh yeah, he's got the lagoob. You know, so like it's kind of iffy because like you can utilize Diddy's own banana against him when he's recovering because if you doink his barrels with the banana, like he's just gonna kind of fall. But
There.
like he also does have monkey flip for horizontal distance.
Oh yeah, for sure. He can. He definitely has that horizontal game, kind of like Bowser Jr.
Yeah,
How we were talking about him, how he has pretty good horizontal game. Even though they say that his jetpack doesn't go very far, it still feels good enough.
I've seen Tweet come back from the blast zone, man. Like it's fucking.
Yeah, I don't think it's awful. I mean, it's not great.
Yeah, it's not great, no, but I don't think it's like horrendous. Like it's not like oh my god, give him up because he can't fucking come back. You know, like it's not that.
So survivability, if I was to rank him on like an A to B or A to C, that one.
A to B.
A to B, A to A.
A.
You know,
Hey, it's all this time in New York. I'd probably give him like a between like a B, maybe B plus.
I give him like a good B minus.
I would stick with B minus as well.
All right, so we got him on a B minus. So what about the movement of the character? How
I think he's got pretty darn good movement.
yeah? You don't feel like he's one of those characters that's difficult to control, do you?
In terms of like moving around and stuff, no. Like I think he's a good speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he can obviously follow up with his combos and stuff. He's got pretty good air mobility, I think.
Yeah.
Like he can like stuff he can do with banana and like Z drop combos with in terms of movement is
So
actually pretty awesome.
does his movement line up with his playstyle?
I would say so, yes.
Yeah, like he can catch up to you if he hits you with the banana pretty quick.
Yep. And like I said, he's not slow. Like I don't think he's slow by any means.
No way.
hey,
What?
Caden, he hopped in the chat. He said you got the tier list: Meta 90, S plus, Kirby S. We'll get there, but I definitely don't think they're that high. Why is this big battlefield on?
Caden's contribution to discussion about Smash characters mega crap.
Can't believe you changed to Kirby, you evil bastard. I fucked up.
No.
So as far as movement goes with this character, he's not the fastest, but he's a decent speed.
No.
You know, he doesn't jump the highest, but it's a pretty decent jump height. His moveset lines up really well with his play style. So, or as far as the character's play style, not somebody else's play style of him, obviously.
Oh.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
I'd probably give this character, and if I was to be honest with the movement, like another solid B for me.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's
I'm
not
probably
like
gonna
great.
give him B
I'd
plus.
say like I'd B plus. I was about to say that too.
I think he's better than average, but I don't think I think there are other characters that can outclass him in movement.
Oh come on.
Like I do think that he's got better movement than a decent majority or like a decent amount here. Obviously not the best. That's why I'm saying B plus.
Oh, you think you fucking slick? You got the Falcon Punch now too? So we're gonna go move on to the depth of the character. So we're gonna go on to the skill threshold. How easy is it to just you see him and you're like, oh, it's not Donkey Kong. I didn't know they put Diddy in the game. How easy is he to pick up as a character, do you think?
In terms of like just playing around with your friends,
Yes.
I think he's decent. I think he's decent to pick up. I don't think he's like overly complicated to pick up. And in terms of like doing all the crazy stuff that Diddy can do, I do think that's a bit harder to do. But at the same time, you could probably just shoot peanuts at people. You know, you can definitely jump around and monkey flip your friends. Like, it's I don't think it's bad. Like, I think it's relatively low for like the skill floor. It's not Peach Daisy. It's definitely not like a high
Like
skill
you have
floor
no idea like what you're doing when you first pick up the character. Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
And the forward smash kind of takes care of you too.
Yeah, and the up smash. That up smash is
dirty.
insane. Like, yeah, you just got that. I mean, I think he's a little more complicated than somebody say like cranberry juice, but like he's not hard to pick up. He may be hard to do higher level play, but for casuals, I don't think you're gonna have too hard of a problem just picking up Diddy and doing some stuff with him.
Especially if you practice around with him for about like a week or two, you'll start to get the hang of it for sure. If you put the Diddy feels like one of those characters where if you put the time into it, it'll pay off with the character.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's cool because there's a few characters on the roster that just like no matter how much time you put into them, you could just be wasting your time if you just don't understand the playstyle of it. But Diddy's is one of those kind of you can teach it to yourself.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, like obviously with every character you're gonna want to do your research if you want to be serious about the game or you're just tired of getting your ass kicked by your friends. But yeah, Diddy's one of those characters where not everything is explained, which is nice because I don't feel like any character really has like you're able to figure everything out by yourself.
Donkey Kong?
Okay, maybe Donkey.
Like, come on, dude. It's just like I'm a ding dong and I'm gonna grab you and I'm gonna throw you. Like that's but anyways, like but in terms of like how far Diddy can go, now that's where I think the discussion about Diddy Kong becomes very interesting.
All right, so we're gonna go into the skill floor or the skill ceiling.
So you can do a lot with this character, I think. Like just like the banana Z drop combos that I've been seeing Tweak do, like the past year, pretty much. Like he's like Tweak has been pushing this character a lot, and I am loving every second of it, dude.
That's his main, right?
Yeah, that's who Tweak has been maining, and like, holy crap, the potential of banana itself. Like people were like, oh, it got nerfed. Well, it's like, well, yeah, no shit, it got nerfed. It kind of had to be nerfed a little bit, if I'm being honest. Banana is such a good tool. Like, it's like, oh, I touched you with it and you slipped, and now I have a second to punish you, which Diddy has the tools to move in and punish stuff like that. It's like, come on. Plus, like monkey flip stuff, like Diddy has so many ways to ledge trap you with like even something as simple as peanut, like the peanut gun. Like you just be like, all right, yeah, I'll toss out a hitbox from over here. I'm gonna maintain stage control and just kind of shoot my peanut, or I can set up my banana. I can
So
Z
ma-
drop the banana into down
so-
air.
So Diddy's definitely, you just 3-stock me at Kirby. Diddy has his own thing where he can have like kind of that mental warfare going.
Mm-hmm. Diddy holding a banana is like Samus holding Charge Shot or Mega Man holding Metal Blade, as far as I'm concerned. Granted, it may
Mhm.
not be quite as threatening because, like, yeah, you can grab the banana and Metal Blade, so those two aren't necessarily like the pressure of Charge Shot. But at the same time, well, actually, I still think it's right there because like Diddy can reuse the banana, and just him having banana is like one of those things that's like, oh no. I let
Oh
him have
right,
it.
oh
I,
right,
I
that's
let
a
him get
thing.
it. Plus, like, he can toss it up. Even when he's tossing it, like, if it doinks you, like, you're just like, oh, crap. Even when you're in midair, you still got that second of hesitation. Not to
Even when you're
mention, like,
far
when he's
away, you're
throwing it.
like, oh shit, I gotta like take care of myself before like he
Yeah,
comes back and fucks me up.
yeah, yeah. Now I have to manage this banana, like, while I'm in the middle of fighting this character that's still probably going to be moving around fast or trying to keep me away if he wants to with peanut gun. Plus, and if I just rush in like a freaking idiot, he's probably just gonna monkey flip me, you know, which can either monkey flip can either grab or it can just kick. So, and like, plus his up B can be used to ledge trap too, and his tilts at the ledge are freaking scary, man. Because like you do forward tilt, you don't even have to angle forward tilt. You can just like, I'm throwing out the hitbox, and you're just throwing it out. You can, and it's hard to punish that because it's just a standing hitbox that can two frame without angling it. So yeah, and granted, from what I'm gathering from listening to like Tweak's channel and stuff, is that like, yeah, this character can get zoned out by better zoners. So he does have some hard matchups, from what I understand. Um, so there is that. He's not like I'm going to take over the cast and be the number one best character, but I do think that he does have a lot of potential, even with Tweak pushing him as far as he is now. I still think that Diddy can go further.
That's super awesome. So when you let's see, I had a question, I lost it. So as far as this character's depth goes, Kaden in chat said Diddy is he compared him to this weapon in Destiny called the Whisper of the Worm. He said he's good in his own right, but when you get the mastery, it's just absolutely disgusting.
I would say so. I would say he's
So
still beatable. He's still beatable,
for sure,
but
for
in
sure.
the right hands, like a player like Tweak, this character goes from somebody that's like you read on paper that he's been severely nerfed, and then you look up at him and he's still a monster.
So if I was to give Diddy a good rating, I'd probably give him like in the depth section, I would probably give him an A minus.
Yep, no, I actually agree with you on that. I agree with A minus.
Creeper, do you have any input? All right. So so if
The
I was
sound
to,
of silence.
if I was to put Diddy in a tier, honestly, I definitely put him in. I feel most comfortable putting him in the B tier, but he's also A tier quality, like possible.
I think he's either very high B tier or low A tier. I think.
Very high B tier, you said,
Yeah, very
or
high B or lower A. That's what I'm thinking with Diddy Kong. Because I mean, at least even like in comparison to the characters we have, like I think he's better than Cap overall. Like,
you think he's better than Captain Falcon?
yeah, I think he's better than Captain
But
Falcon.
is he Peach Daisy good?
That depends. We're gonna need more data for that.
Okay.
Like I said, I think he may be A tier, but I don't know if he's like Peach Daisy. He do have potential though. He like he do have that potential.
Did you just use my own bomb against to recover, you bastard? So yeah, I think I'm gonna put him in the B tier for now, and then as the list goes on, we'll be able to go back on characters and say so. At the end, we'll confirm and we'll be like, so we agreed that this character is more in the league of these characters.
Yeah,
Does that
that's
sound
fair.
fair?
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
I'd still put him above Captain Falcon though.
You're good, just a different kind of good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, you freaking beatard.
But
All right.
I
So
would still recommend anybody watching like what Tweak has been doing with Diddy Kong. It's very, very interesting, very cool stuff.
oh right, yeah, that's the thing. All right, so we're moving on to Donkey Kong. So Donkey Kong, let's start it off with the
Something
good
funny.
old, just like
Something
right
funny.
away,
Something
just
funny.
right away. Okay, defend yourself, survivability.
Survivability, very, very easy to keep off stage, to gimp, to combo.
It's literally like one of my favorite things is to go into training mode and just spike Donkey Kongs that are recovering back to
Yeah.
stage.
Okay, straight up, like when I'm trying to warm back up after taking a little bit of a break, that's who I usually practice on is Donkey Kong. Just like to practice my combos, my movement, and stuff like that. He has a very he has a simple moveset that can be effective. Like Donkey Kong is one of those ultimate noob killers. Like,
Yeah, no, I feel
I
that
mean,
on an emotional level.
granted, his taunt where he just holds up his hands and shakes his hands like Ooh, that's an S tier taunt, but
that'll go
his
in
hot dodge animation,
the stylish one of the categories for the stylish tier list. Taunts.
Yeah, I mean, this character has so many spikes, like, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess if you wanna banana dunk, like, that's the character. But like in terms of survivability, like he's so easy to combo, he's easy to move around, and even like when you get a higher level player playing Donkey Kong, once you get used to that higher level Donkey Kong, it's like, come on. I mean, yeah, he can be oppressive when he's doing ding dongs, but like I don't know. I feel like it's just easier to move around Donkey Kong than anything.
Donkey Kong's one of those
And
characters. Oh no, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I lost what I
No,
was gonna say.
no. My thing was more about the depth. To be completely honest.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay. So we have survivability. Him being like as heavy as he is nice because it's like it's pretty much the only thing he has going for him in survivability. Because otherwise,
yeah,
he's a huge fucking target. He's easy to predict, like you said, coming back to stage. There's just so many elements working against him. The only thing is like he's kind of heavy. I mean, he's pretty,
yeah.
decently
I
heavy.
mean, he does have invincibility on his up air, so like he can do that. If you're just standing like at the ledge or something trying to edge guard him, yeah, sure, he can come up and ding dong, and you can't really do anything about that because he's got invincibility on his head. Which is why I think a lot of people, especially starting out, have a hard time dealing with Donkey Kong's up air chains. But it's Donkey Kong is such a good learning tool to learn how to get around dumb stuff. And
No, I know. I for real like there used to be a time which like Donkey Kong kind of fell into that category where like oh god like I have a lot of trauma from this character, and then I just realized that it was because like I just needed to get better at the game, and now it's like I look forward to fighting a Donkey Kong.
right, and that's not necessarily good. I mean, it's good for you. I mean, I'm not saying that like Donkey Kongs can't schmix you up and catch you off guard because they can. They absolutely can. I'm not trying to shit
But when you
talk players like Donkey Kong or anything, but it's. I mean, look at the other cast of characters that we have here. Look how many of these characters can kill Donkey Kong just by touching him.
Oh, Caden did.
Stupid.
Caden was the first one to use a new sound alert of insult me. So that was pretty great. That was
Nice.
pretty fantastic.
We're just sitting here talking about Smash characters. Wow, you're a pathetic loser.
He said Donkey Kong equals F tier. I don't think he's that bad.
I don't think he's I don't think he's that bad. I do think he's got some stuff. I think
survivability, as far as
Go ahead.
survivability goes, like A, B, and C. Well, I would probably give him like a C, like a solid C, not a C minus, maybe a C plus.
Yeah, maybe C plus, but
because he's got decent horizontal distance. But again, you just come in from the top, and a lot of characters can just come in from the top. And if you're a character that specializes in coming in from the top, like Mega Man or Falco, or Ganondorf, even it's bad when Ganondorf, can, gimp you.
I mean,
when Ganondorf can gimp you, basically.
Yeah, like,
so.
and for anybody that has a hard time dealing with DK's recovery of up B, try to either go under or completely above it, or if you have any kind of powerful projectile, just use that while he's off stage. Like, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. So we'll move into the actual movement of the character. So Donkey Kong's movement, he's not fast by any means.
No.
I wouldn't particularly say that I feel threatened by his movement. I think he doesn't have any special skills that nobody else has.
I mean, he does have invincibility on some of his moves, like his grounded up B, his up air. So there's that type of stuff. Plus, he's the only character that I can think of that can just pick up somebody and move them around. Like, yeah, Kirby and King K. Rool can suck people in, but it's not the same as like cargo hold or cargo throw.
That would definitely be his most unique characteristic.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Fast fell with Lucina. That didn't quite work.
Also,
so yeah, that would definitely be something that's unique to him.
Another thing that's unique to him is his tie is a hurt box. So his freaking tie. Weird. Yeah. So there's that.
He's like, ow, my tie. Imagine saying that to someone. Ow, my tie.
Ow, my tie. My tie. Ow. How dare you? But yeah. I mean, he could do back air a couple of times in the air. That's kind of fast. That's probably probably one of his best moves is his back air. Which is why I think it trips people up, because you're like, oh, you've got this giant stupid ape that's doing back airs.
Back airs. The giant stupid ape. Forget about it. Leave the gun.
Freaking Donkey Kong is the biggest representative of that quote from Planet of the Apes, Charles Ness, get your dumb or your dirty hands off me, you stinking ape. You know that one?
Yeah, get your hands off her, you damn dirty ape.
Yeah, it's just because I mean, I feel like he's more supposed to be like a grappler type character. So I mean, if you get grabbed, it's kind of dangerous, because he got some options, which is why I don't think he's crap or mega crap, but his movement is just kind of, it's not Swifty. It is very not Swifty.
Very not Swifty. I like that.
Is it cool to see him do a punch? Yes.
He can be stylish, but that's not a category today.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was to give his movement a rating, I'd probably rate him somewhere Probably like a B minus.
See, I would say B plus or not B plus, C plus and B minus if I'm being generous. Like it's sad to say, man. Like he doesn't really have much movement options off stage. His ground game's kind of dookie doo. He's like you see Donkey Kong moving and you're like, and then here comes a giant fist, and then you just kind of move away from the giant fist.
No, I get that 100%. So it's kind of doo doo. So we have survivability kind of doo doo, and we have movement kind of doo doo. What about his skill floor? How can we
This is
best
probably
describe
one of
that?
This is so okay. His skill floor is so low because like I remember watching Yahtzee's review of Smash Ultimate, and he's like, "Yeah, I just picked the big ape character and I just hit down B and I just win the game." you know, like because it's like the character you could easily pick up. Like everybody's just gonna like. Have you ever noticed that like, no offense to anybody, but like noobs kind of gravitate towards this character?
Yeah, for sure.
So like his skill floor is very very friendly. I think.
Okay.
Like I think it's actually pretty easy to just kind of play this character. Like yeah, his movement may be slow and bad when we're talking about competitive play, but it's also easy to get used to.
Yeah, especially like some of his moves, like his dash attack is pretty solid. For
Yeah, that dash attack
like a
is pretty
beginning
good.
attack.
Yeah.
His stuff kind of goes with each other. It's definitely like you're saying, like if you're like a newer character. Oh, how did it give you Isabel? What the freaking crap? We're playing a random, and it gave him Isabel.
I see. I see.
But basically, like a lot of his moves are like if you're playing with friends and you're all kind of like amateur players. There's a lot of oh shit moments you can have with Donkey Kong. Those
Oh, absolutely.
Those oh shit moments definitely go down with experience in the game though. It's more like you just get annoyed. You start admiring it.
Yeah. And anything Donkey Kong can do, I would say like okay, like Donkey Kong is like that character that is so good in the beginning, and then it's a character that you end up graduating from unless you are just dedicated to this character. Because like I feel like if you are like set on this like heavy big characters type thing, I feel like eventually if you want to stick with that, you're going to graduate to Bowser.
You're not gonna stick with the same character. I mean, some people do, and good for them.
Oh, they do, and props to them. Like I said, not trying to shit talk players like Chunky Kong or anybody like them. Like, because holy crap, yeah, they're still playing them at high level and they're still getting some kind of results. But do you think that Donkey Kong is going to win something outside of a local?
I was about to say, has Donkey Kong ever won a major?
No, I don't think so.
So as far as skill ceiling goes, you basically are saying you see people. It's just one of those characters we see that unfortunately just kind of gets to a certain point, and then that's pretty much it.
I think his skill ceiling caps off really fast. Like, oh man, and I to those people that are getting good results with Donkey Kong, this is another one of those cases where I think that's more of a testament to the player playing Donkey Kong than it is to the character's capabilities.
Jesus, I do not
Like,
know how to play Greninja.
so yeah,
So we
like
we talked a little. Oh, go ahead.
he can do some stuff. That's all I was gonna say was that he can do some stuff, but can he do? Because like if we're talking depth of like the whole cast, he could do some stuff, but he's nowhere near as deep as some of the rest, like a lot of the rest of this cast.
That's fair. So as far as like uniqueness goes with this character, we discussed it briefly, but he is the only character that can pick up somebody and walk away with them. But again, this is one of those tactics I think is just like really cheap. Like I'm not saying that it's it's cheap to do it. I'm saying that it's a cheap tactic because it's not something that I would invest in doing a whole lot, unless your opponent is at extremely high percentages and they can't tech, because once we start fighting someone who knows how to tech properly in a local, that stage kill is not going to do you any good. The only way that I would really recommend doing that is if you like I said, if they were at a lower percentage or really high percentage, and you were trying to carry them into the blast zone and throw them there.
Yes, and that's something that you can absolutely do with DK. You know, you can like like who else can do that? You know, just like, oh, you're coming with me. You coming with me, you gonna die.
Exactly.
But I mean, at the same time, I also do think there's an absolute reason why that's one of the things that Mars just does on his channel is just like skill check. Like he'll pick somebody up, just try to stage spike them. You know, like it's just like it's the.
It's
Forgive
definitely
me
one of
if it
those.
sounds like forgive me if it sounds like I'm going on a tangent here, but I saw this clip once where somebody was playing, I think it's Jason Voorhees in Mortal Kombat or something, and they're just like throwing an axe or something, and this person is just like freaking out about like not being able to counterplay it. And they're just like freaking out, and they're just like, I don't know what to do. And the guy's like, you better learn. That's how I feel about cargo throw. Is like you can learn it. You can absolutely learn it. Once you do, it's like, well, what can DK do?
No, for sure. Like that's never ever been a play either that gets me hype. Whether I was to
No,
do it or whether I was to see someone do it, it's never been something I could imagine someone be like, oh, because it's rude.
it's like, oh, it's another.
It's rude, first of all.
It's just another. It's another. Somebody else did it. Whoa, it's about as cool as sucking cuck. Like
Yeah.
that's about that's how I feel
Because you
about
can
it.
doesn't mean you should.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if your opponent does not know how to counter something like that, I mean, keep doing it. but everybody's going to learn, especially if they even remotely care about getting decent at this game.
So as far as the depth of the character goes, and was that the only unique thing we had?
That's the only real thing I can think of. So, I mean, he's got charge punch, kind of like Samus's charge shot, in which, yeah, that is some kind of pressure, because he's got a fully charged punch that can kill very early. And you do have pressure from just getting grabbed and getting up aired. So there's that.
Oh, fuck, Creeper. I'm sorry. That was just too good, though. He went to recover with Bowser Jr. and he popped out of the shell, and he was about to grab the ledge, and I hit him with a fireball, and it just stopped everything. Another one of those, it's not the best recovery moments that we were talking about last time.
If you need proof.
If you need proof, right there from what we said last time, that was it. It was pretty funny, because this match was going his way before that.
But yeah, and don't get me wrong, I still think that Donkey Kong is a good addition to this cast, especially for people that are going to learn.
For sure.
So I still think that's a valuable asset, which I'll be touching on that concept with some other characters too. But
okay. So if I was to put Donkey Kong in a tier, I'd say that, I mean, based off of his uniqueness. Oh wait, hold on, we didn't talk about his depth.
Yeah, I was like,
what are we rating him?
Yeah,
We're rating him. I mean, is his depth? I'd get like maybe a C.
plus,
C
yeah,
or C plus.
C plus.
So
yeah, it's
out of a score of we have C minus to A plus. That's a 0 out of 9 score. Donkey Kong wouldn't even get his GD. There's no way with the scores that we gave him today. Honestly, I'm putting him. I'm putting him in the I'm putting him in the crap category.
Putting him in
Honestly,
crap.
I'm putting
You're
him
putting
in
him in
crap,
crap.
and I'm standing by it.
I think he's like the cutoff at something funny, like the lowest end of something funny,
I
because like
feel
there are
like
other characters that
I'd rather play
there's
Bowser
other
Jr.
characters
I'd
that
rather play Pit. I don't think he's as good as Corrin, or as Corrin.
oh
I
no,
just
I don't think he's as good as Corrin, but I do think that like there are other characters that kind of fit crap more.
yeah,
but
I know it's limiting, but I really I'm not a big fan of the character. I just don't care for the character. I know he's been there since the beginning, and he's a important character in the Nintendo franchise, and that's great, but I don't care. Be like,
yeah,
if there was
I mean,
something where he
those
had
are
to
also not
leave
factors in
Smash,
what we're talking about.
I wouldn't miss him. I know. It's based
Oh
off of
yeah,
an opinion, but to an extent, and we try to justify these opinions with either knowledge or facts or experience.
and
My
to add to that, as the meta progresses, I think Donkey Kong's going to go. I mean, there's a running joke on Larry Lur's channel that Larry Lur mains Donkey Kong, but he uses Wolf and Falco for all of DK's bad matchups, and he just plays as like Wolf and Falco. So
that's funny. I
it's
like that.
yeah, it's great. I love Larry Lur, dude. He's so fucking funny.
I'm probably okay. So I'll give it to you for something funny, but that's
he
subject to
might
change in
go.
the future.
Yeah, he might go down to crap,
Like
but I just say low end of something funny just because there's so many memes.
once we get into the like the okay, so Cloud is about as good as Bowser. I agree with that. Bayonetta is about as good as whatever. I don't know. We'll get into the end of it.
Bayonetta is as good as Bayonetta.
From Bayonetta 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, we're gonna get into one of the most interesting, one of the more interesting characters I was really excited to talk about. You ready?
You're talking about Dr. Mario?
No, we're talking about Duck Hunt. Although I don't know where
But
Dr. Mario is.
He's right next to Duck Hunt.
Oh,
He's
I
like
see him right
before
now.
Duck Hunt.
I was looking at
Yeah.
Charizard. My bad. All right, so we'll get into Dr. Mario.
So I would actually go okay. So Doc is a sad story to me. Oh man. Oh boy, Doc. Oh no. Oh, Dr. Mario. You know what? Just based on this, you should probably move DK into crap. You should probably
All right.
put DK.
Why am I hearing myself? That was weird. I heard myself for a second. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just heard myself for a second. It was weird. All right. So, curious why you say that.
Because I think Doc actually has more tools than DK, but I still think Doc is crap. That's why I say that.
Okay. So we'll get into this. Why do you immediately start sobbing over this character? What's wrong?
Okay.
Who hurt you?
Who hurt me? Sakurai hurt me. That's who hurt me.
I feel like no. That's gonna be the name of Creeper's segment. Is who hurt you?
Who hurt you? Yeah, no shit.
I really like that.
Like, okay, so let's step back a few years and talk about Melee for a second. Doc is pretty okay in Melee. Like, he's nowhere near like Fox, Falco, Sheik, Jigglypuff, Marth levels in Melee, but people actually argue that Doc is better than Mario in Melee just because he's got some stuff in Melee,
Okay.
And I look
What
at
kind
this
of stuff
character
is
now. Well, I believe his cape could two frame. So that's pretty
what?
pretty fucking nasty. His pills are stronger than Mario's fireballs, like stuff like that. But yeah, like in terms of survivability, Doc is slow. Like Doc's pretty darn slow. His recovery is dookie. Like it is so Duke Meister. It's not even funny. Like with Mario, you can at least stall with the cape. Dr. Mario's cape does not stall at all. It gives no leniency whatsoever. That's why you never see like Dr. Mario's cape off stage, just because it's so risky. It's like it's so much risk. Like there's more risk than there is reward.
Because of why?
And
Okay, we're gonna get into the survivability here. Why do you
that's what
say
I'm
that he's
talking
so
about.
much risk? Like yeah, but like we're gonna really dive into it. Why do you say if he goes for a cape off stage, it's because you see Mario's do that all the time. But what's the difference with Dr.
Yeah,
Mario?
yeah. Well, because Mario's cape stalls him. So like you get that 1 second where Mario will flip out the cape, right? And it actually stalls him in the air so that way he can follow up on it. Dr.
Oh,
Mario just keeps falling.
yeah. I just was using Mario's cape earlier, just a minute ago, and I was able to buy myself some momentum. Wow, that's upsetting. I did not know that.
Yeah. And granted, I still think, well, even then, I don't even Fireball might even be better than Pill, you know? Like Pill's a good projectile. Like it's harder to just cancel out Pill, but at the same time, like Dr. Mario is so slow when it comes to like sending out these pills, right? And it's not like his zoning tool for him being as slow as he is does not really cover other characters' movement options very well. And the only boost he really gets to his recovery is his down B, the little tornado that he does. But even then, it's so ridiculously linear, and his up B does not send him very far at all. And he just dies, man. You get Dr. Mario off stage, we're talking like almost Little Mac levels of stuff. And even
Ooh,
then, like but I think people have discovered more for Little Mac than Dr. Mario.
that sucks.
Like
That's upsetting.
it freaking sucks because I love Dr. Mario. I like, oh god, it's just he's too slow. He like, and I know I'm slightly venturing into movement here, but I don't think his movement helps his survivability like at all.
No,
He's got
no,
some
it's definitely a
powerful
part of
moves.
it.
Like he's got some powerful moves. Like he has a pretty decent out of shield option with his up B, and it sends way further than Mario's. But Mario's up B is like way better for Mario's kit than Doctor Mario's up B is for his kit.
No, I get that. Creeper, what's going on? Your internet just like completely die? Wow. So as far as as far as his survivability goes, it sounds pretty poor. I mean, he's slow. Well, we're not talking about his that, but with the cape thing, that really sucks. You know, compared to Dr. Mario, we're not comparing him to Dr. Mario because he's not an echo fighter of him, or to Rock Mario, but it is still a factor to take into consideration.
What?
What happened? But
You
yeah,
see,
no,
my internet is like hurting.
I agree. Like it just sounds like Dr. Mario is just like a heavy, not heavy.
Yeah,
Like he has all the
exactly.
bad qualities of a heavy, but he's not heavy.
He's like a midway, right?
I believe so. So as far as survivability goes, I'd give this like a C. Not even a C plus.
Yeah.
I'd stick with a C. Yeah.
Yep.
Bad recovery, man.
So movement, like I said, he's
Right.
like one of the slowest characters in the game, right? Right behind like Incineroar.
Ugh.
Like watching Mario dash like just makes me want to yell to him like go on a diet, bro.
You're a doctor, man.
Yeah, you're a doctor. This can't be healthy.
Mhm.
Are you hopping back in the arena?
1 second.
Yeah, just give me a sec. My internet decides it's a great time to shut off.
Up there towards the cutting edge. Plus, you can see how thick it is.
Mm-hmm.
So that needs to be thinner. And then I need to bring all of that this way.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
Oh, you're fine.
Bad for fucking everything.
Yeah. You taking like a smoke break? But yeah, no, I he's definitely in C in survivability because like he's also really easy to hit and kill.
All right. So we're moving into momentum here, or movement. This is momentum. He doesn't have a lot of weight to him, so there's not a lot of momentum. But he's like I was telling Creeper, he's like dog shit when it comes to like hot dog water like levels of running.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Creeper said something, and I was like, yeah, like it's not healthy to run that slow. You know, like,
No,
and you're a
it's
doctor.
not.
Yeah.
It's really not.
Um,
Now, granted, like I said earlier, I do think he has more tools than DK, but like his movement does not help his game.
but
Like
but the
it really
question
doesn't.
is, yeah, does his movement line up with? That's fucking great. We got double link. Does his movement line up with his tool set though?
I don't think it does. I think it's more of a hindrance. Like like it's oh god, it makes me so freaking sad because I feel like he shouldn't be that much slower than Mario. I feel like yeah, like I mean they do have like reasons for why Dr. Mario is slower, but
What's the reason?
he's way too slow. Oh, like their reasons were that like well since Mario's always running around and doing stuff, he's more fit and he's more used to doing that. Whereas Dr. Mario just kind of sits around all day helping people, not really getting out too much.
That's fantastic. So it actually lines up with the character. So the character design is pretty cool. Which may be another
Yeah.
topic for style. But yeah, okay, it makes sense. But it doesn't mean that
So
it's viable.
yeah, like
Just
there's a few things Doc could do. He can down throw into down B. So there's that, which is a killing option. Um, there's not a lot of stuff other than that. Like his up air doesn't send upwards. It usually more sends like to the side. So he doesn't really have too many juggling moves. And even if he did, it's harder for him to get up in the air to do them.
his
So
jump isn't great either, right?
not really, no.
If it's anything, it's below average.
Yep. Which sucks.
Which
Because
is
like
a huge turnoff for any character.
yeah,
Like I don't need to
especially in
feel
a
like
game
I'm
where,
short hopping
like,
all
you
the
gotta-
time.
Yeah. Does he have a? You got a pretty cool forward smash. That thing is pretty powerful.
It's powerful,
It's
but
like,
again, they took the dunk away. Like that's another
which I
thing that
mean,
Mario had that, you know.
well, yeah, and I mean like that's more like I
Oh!
mean, granted, Doc has like the doubt air, which is
Oh, that's
it's
true.
Captain Falcon spike.
He does have one of the more powerful spikes in the game.
So I mean, yeah, but like, do you really want to risk going off stage with Doc? Like, it's
No,
ugh.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to. Um, so as far as his movement goes, it's pretty poor. It doesn't line up well with his moveset, and it's less than favorable as a general character. I would probably say that I would give his movement a C plus maybe.
C plus to C, dude.
Maybe yeah, probably more towards the C. Oh my god, why does it keep giving a little Mac? That's not okay. All right, so we're gonna go into the depth of this character. How easy is it to pick this character up? And are you gonna want to put him back down right away?
I think he's pretty. I think he's pretty easy to pick up. I still think you can do stuff with Dr. Mario. Like I said, he's got a really good out of shield option that can kill. He's got down throw stuff like down throw into down B, down throw into up B. Like he can spike decently. He can do some ledge guarding stuff with pill, so that can gimp people. Like but you're definitely better off playing as Mario. Like it's another one of those cases like with DK where you're gonna graduate from this character if you want to keep going. I think like every Dr. Mario that I've ever seen, they put him down for another character. Like Louis Money was the biggest Dr. Mario that I remember seeing towards the beginning of Ultimate's meta, and he ended up going with Spaceys like Fox and
Well,
Falco. So
yeah, any person that like I've ever met in real life that is like likes to play Dr. Mario, they're like, oh, Dr. Mario's my shit. It's because they're like usually because they're old and they remember the game, or because they're like relatively like not super experienced with the game. So it's more of like a nostalgia thing, or because they just don't understand. Maybe they don't have as much experience with the game.
yeah, like And yeah, he does still have cape. Like he can reflect projectiles, but it's also slow. It's very slow. And
Yeah. It's
like
not the best
I,
option.
yeah, and this is coming from a person that does like to play as Dr. Mario. Like I love Dr. Mario, but if I'm really looking at everything, I don't think he's that deep. Like
So
I
so
feel
you're saying
like
that his
some of the
threshold's pretty like average, but his ceiling is pretty low.
yeah, I'd say so. Like
I'd say he's like a 1-bedroom apartment.
yeah, like this character is such a call out character. Like I'm gonna beat you with my Dr. Mario.
Oh,
Like
no, I get that.
it's and it really makes me sad because again, I love this character. Like I feel like a doctor character should have like surgical precision almost, and then there's this.
Oh, right. So it would be more like Cheek or Joker, like one of those
Yeah,
precise characters that you want a lot of control for.
yeah, that like
So Dr. Mario feels like basically a filler character.
yeah, and that makes me sad. I hope I've communicated how sad it makes me because like holy fuck, it's just bad what they did to him. They did Doc so dirty. Because like and all of his stuff, pretty much anything you can do with him is very easy to learn.
Okay, so what about the uniqueness? What makes this character unique? What does he have that nobody else really has?
Pills. Pills are a good projectile. Like
And how are they different
it's
from
almost
fireballs?
well, they are harder to cancel out. So like say Mario's fireball, you can destroy it with one Mega Man pellet, for example, whereas you can't just destroy it with one Mega Man pellet. Um, it's also more likely to keep you in stun, and it has knockback. So like if you're hitting somebody off stage, it's going to send them further.
Oh, gotcha.
Like his up B is very powerful. I believe it's one of the few electric moves in the game.
Oh, okay.
So, but I mean, Ganondorf has one of those too. So, but I mean, does he contest like any of the characters that we've talked about so far? Maybe DK.
Yeah, that's pretty much like the level that I see him at. Especially like not only in depth but overall. Because if I was to give him a depth, I'd say he's definitely he's like a C plus. Because there's some stuff you can learn with him, but it doesn't. Maybe a B minus. But I feel like that's giving like the B minuses that we have given
I think,
not enough credit.
yeah, and I would agree with that. Like, I'm sitting here looking at Pitt right now, and I'm like, I'm willing to bet Pitt could whoop Dr. Mario's ass. Like, I even think Bowser Jr. could give Doc like I think Bowser Jr. would probably fucking win. Like, it's it's bad, dude.
Bad, very bad.
It is like it's just and Dr. Mario is probably like the saddest story I think in Smash in Ultimate. This character makes me legitimately sad when I think about him.
Well, I think we know where this kind of goes. I think he kind of goes in the crap category.
Yep. Yeah. I would agree. I think he goes in crap.
All right. So moving on, we have Duck Hunt. Does anyone need a break?
Um Let me you can keep talking. I'm just gonna get like a glass of milk.
Okay, great. Are you still gonna be able to hear?
Oh yeah, I've still got my headset on, so like I said, you can keep talking.
Okay, wonderful. So Duck Hunt, as far as his survivability goes, now listen, his recovery is similar to I would say Villagers or Isabel's, or even Olimar's. So it's like it's not the easiest recovery to Gimp, and it has decent like travel, and that's cool because not a lot of characters have a lot of travel options with their recovery. Lucario is one of those characters, I'd say. Greninja has a little bit of travel. Pikachu has a good amount of travel. So Piranha Plant is another one of those. Villager and Isabel, they have that kind of same thing, but at least Villager and Isabel have the balloons to take a hit. I feel like Duck Hunt doesn't really have that, but he moves awkwardly, and all of his attacks and whatnot are a little awkward, kind of like Game and Watch. They're a little awkward in the game, and they're a little more on the unpredictable side.
Yeah,
So,
like it's actually. I mean, his recovery is like okay. He can keep people out with all of his stuff. You get a good hit on Duck Hunt, yeah, he's probably gonna freaking die.
yeah, like any other character though, it's like at like a decent percentage, like 150. You get him with a good shot, and he's gonna be gone. Like I would probably put him in like the midish tier for weight, mid to low. But
Do you want to check that real quick?
Yeah, right after this match, I'll be able to. We'll come back to that point. Just remind me. But yeah, because I am curious as far as what the numbers say. But yeah, no, I think Duck Hunt has more survivability than some of the like worse characters. If I was to rate his survivability,
Yeah.
I'd probably put it in the like. I'd probably give him like a B plus.
Yeah, I would agree with that. He's got some stuff, in terms of survivability.
Like he's not
like I said,
like, great.
He can wall people out. He can wall people out. He has an okay recovery.
And he also does have he's one of those few characters that can summon another character to take like a hit.
Yeah, and that's part of that's to add to the walling out.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'd give him like a B plus.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Creeper. I wish I could have heard your reaction to that.
And granted, I do think we need more data on this character. This is another character that I really do think we need more data on.
For sure. Maybe one of us should pick up Duck Hunt sometime. I almost recommended Duck Hunt to you when you asked me about a character.
I'm not sure if I put it on my list that I have, but I will actually add Duck Hunt to my list.
Because if one of us was gonna do it, all I would do with Duck Hunt is play with the bean can. But I feel like you would really explore the character and appreciate it a lot more.
Because actually, because I actually do rather like this character. I do. I think he's actually a very interesting character in this game.
Freaking, if you were a Duck Hunt main and your Tando was beans.
Beans.
Good for the heart.
The more you eat.
That's your tag, good for the heart.
But yeah.
So as far as the movement of Duck Hunt goes, the movement of Duck Hunt sounds like some kind of parade. Or some kind of like thing we're trying to pass in Congress.
It's like a social revolution, like the movement of Duck Hunt. So, God, this character is weird.
So we established that he has like pretty cool movement as far as his recovery goes. What I was saying earlier was that it's similar to Isabel, Villager, and Olimar.
He very much reminds me of Olimar.
Yeah, mostly it's Olimar. Because like I was saying before, the only thing that sucks is that Villager and Isabel have those balloons, and I don't think Duck Hunt really has any precautions.
Not really, and he's very slow when it comes to like the duck flying up. So yeah, I mean, his other stuff is pretty decent, you know. Like his on stage movement, like he's not slow or anything, so he can get some follow ups and stuff like that. I mean, he's another one of those characters that can do up air chains.
As far as his speed goes, I'm sure he's not like he's not really the fastest character, but he's got a pretty good speed, pretty solid movement speed.
Yeah. Mm.
We'll look up the weight in Super Smash Brothers, and we'll get down. We'll get down. No, we'll get down to Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt is actually on the much lighter side, much lighter than I thought. He's right there with Sonic at 71, so he is the 18th lightest character.
Oh, so he is pretty darn light. Damn.
Who knew? Who knew? I mean, he's just a duck and a dog. A duck and a hunt.
Yeah, a hunt and a hunt and a duck.
Yeah. Just a duck and a hunt, you know?
Yeah. So, in terms of movement, it almost makes me feel like we're like just kind of shitting on this character a little bit, but like he doesn't. I don't think he has like the greatest movement, but I also do think that he's far from the worst.
I agree. If I was to give his movement a rating, I'd probably give it again like a B plus, maybe like a solid B, more like towards a solid B actually.
Yeah, I would be inclined to agree with you, like in a B category. So again, just to clarify even more, this is definitely a character need more data on.
Yes, for sure. Let's see. Let's go with the B and we'll move on from there. So we're gonna go into the depth of this character. So Duck Hunt, I wouldn't exactly say is a particularly easy character to just pick up. Because you're gonna be pressing buttons, you're not gonna know what it's not like as confusing as of a playstyle as like Daisy or Peach.
Yeah.
Because those are very confusing or Jigglypuff. But
I think Jigglypuff is easier than Duck Hunt, personally, to pick up.
Like a lot of Jigglypuff's like special moves, especially, she has a lot of technical stuff to her. Like Duck Hunt, like I don't know. I guess that's.
I think Duck Hunt is harder to get used to than Jigglypuff, personally, because like his moves are very strange. Like even the bean can itself, like getting used to it is it's weird. Like this is like Duck Hunt to me is like one of the weirdest characters in the game. Like I do not think that he has a low skill floor. Like yeah, you might be able to like select the character and dick around with him.
But he's not as easy to pick. He's no Donkey Kong.
No. Yeah, like Donkey Kong is very, very new friendly. You know. Okay. Whereas I do not think that way about Duck Hunt. So but the skill ceiling.
No, the skill ceiling with Duck Hunt, I feel like Duck Hunt's one of those characters that, like you said, just hasn't fully reached their potential yet.
So this is where I think Duck Hunt, yeah, and I do agree with that. But this is where I think the conversation about Duck Hunt gets very, very interesting. So there's a lot of stuff that Duck Hunt can actually do, and I don't think we've even come close to seeing the stuff that Duck Hunt can fully do. I've seen some Raito matches, who is probably the biggest Duck Hunt main that I've ever seen. Did you know that you can control the bean can while you're grabbing somebody?
What? You can press B and
Yep.
it'll still go?
Yep. You
That's
can. You can. Yeah, I think that's crazy. It's hard to do, but like you can still do that, and you can actually combo off of that. So like while you're setting up the bean can, you can set it up to a position where you're throwing somebody, and you can make your throw hit the bean can and actually kill people off of that. And there's also stuff out of the I think it's Duck Hunt Side B where he throws the frisbee, and you can actually combo off of that, and you could also detonate or shoot the frisbee or like the skeet thing, like whenever. So he can also wall people out, and he can combo a little bit. Like you can get some good up air strings going. Nair is an okay tool. I think it still has properties that can be utilized. This character can be oppressive, and yesterday I was watching Riddles do his tier list of the characters in Ultimate, and I'm not sure if I fully agree with him, but I do think he does bring up a very interesting point of like Duck Hunt is a character that has a lot of stuff and it takes a lot of work, but isn't necessarily rewarding.
not like
For
Diddy
the
Kong
amount
level
of,
rewarding.
yeah, not for the amount of work that you put in. Which I think is very interesting. I do still think that we need to see more to actually confirm that, because I do think that Duck Hunt has God, I think his potential is pretty. I think it's pretty crazy, but at the same time, that point is also coming from somebody that has fought against top level duck hunts, and yeah, so
But data's data.
yeah, absolutely. Like I'm not just throwing Riddle's opinion away, because like holy crap, that's very valuable information.
So if I was
You know,
to go into this character's uniqueness and what some mechanics that they have that are unique to them, whatnot, what would be some of the ones that you'd want to talk about?
obviously Bean can. Being able to control it while grabbing somebody, like
Yeah,
I brought
that's
that up already.
huge.
That's crazy. Um, the plus that's such a good offstage tool, just to mess with people. It's and the fact that you can bounce it off of your moves to send it towards them and stuff like that. Um, the frisbee thing is kind of unique. So
Being able to detonate that at a certain time, but that's not like that's like Link's bombs, but not as good.
yeah, or like Snake's C4, like, but not as good.
Right.
So yeah.
Can't wait till we get into Snake. That'll be an interesting character to talk about.
Yeah, me too. But I honestly, I think the most unique thing about him, other than maybe one other character that I can think of, is that like there's so much potential that has not been pushed yet. That, and I'm talking like I can't even see the roof on the ceiling yet. Is there a cap? Maybe, but I have no freaking idea, because nobody plays this character, and I do think this character deserves to be played. Like, this character is one of those that I'm like, somebody needs to give this character a chance and dedicate themselves. I want to see what kind of rewards you can get off of this character.
Okay. So as far as the depth goes, he's also, like I said earlier, he's one of those few characters that can like temporarily. Actually, is he the only person that can temporarily summon somebody?
You're talking like the gunslingers
His down special,
that
yeah.
he can summon. I think so. As far as I know, right now, this may change later as we keep talking about people.
Zelda.
But, Oh yeah, yeah. So she's got Phantom. That's right.
So it's not
Okay.
totally unique.
I mean, it's unique in the way that it functions. Because like he's
Yes.
summoning somebody else that can, like, he can summon the gunslinger, go over somewhere, and then the gunslinger can shoot. But you can also like stop the gunslinger by hitting them.
Right.
So, which I mean, you can also set that
I
up
don't
to distract people with.
and you could pocket the Phantom, but I don't think you can pocket the gunslinger.
See, now that's an interesting idea. Okay, now that's something that I almost want to know. Like, can you do that? I don't know.
I don't think you can.
See,
You can probably pocket the projectile he shoots, but not himself because he doesn't. You know what I mean? The Phantom is more physical. But if you were to throw like the gunslinger out and you were to pocket him, I don't know. I don't think you can pocket the gunslinger. That's my opinion. He seems like he's his own being, and the Phantom's not. Too. There's
and
another
I
thing.
feel like this is definitely proof that we need more data on Duck Hunt.
Definitely.
Somebody
Hunt-
out there, pick up this character and dedicate yourselves to them just for us, okay?
Yeah, please. It's for science.
It's absolutely for science.
It's for the fate of the universe. Please do it. So we gotta rate his depth, the depth of the character. I'm probably honestly gonna give this character a like more on the higher point of the depths. He has a lot of unique parts of him. It's sad that his skill threshold is so high, but also his skill ceiling is pretty decently high too. I can't wait to see some really high level Duck Hunt plays. Maybe even like the question is really is, do you see this character being able to take a major?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but that's the fact that a lot of characters are like. There's a lot of characters that are on no.
Are maybes. Yeah, they're. So like, because I think this is one of those characters that has enough depth to where they could at least get very far based on just matchup inexperience. Like, there's things that I think may not be discovered yet about Duck Hunt that could really throw people off. And with the new movement stuff that people have been seeing, I wonder how well it goes with Duck Hunt, because I'm not sure. And I do think that he is better than some of the characters that we've already talked about. So like I think he's better than Bowser.
For depth. You think he's deeper than Bowser?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think
if I was to give Duck Hunt a tier, if I was to be like as fair as possible, it'd be C, but I want to put him in B. Just because he's a lot of untapped potential.
Yeah. Like, oh man. In terms of his depth, I'd probably give it like a soft A- right now. Yeah, so oh boy. That's tough. That's tough. This character breaks the game. He breaks the camera with his bean can. He freaking
oh, for sure,
he breaks my brain thinking about him.
So
but I love him. I love him.
You'd put him in leave the gun, take the cannoli?
He's either going to be there or like the tippy top of very nice.
Okay.
Like,
to be as fair as possible to the character, just because like the list is subject to change later. When we get more data, we can definitely we can do this list again. But I'm gonna probably say that he's more in the like he's gonna, just to be fair, like I said, we're gonna put him in the very nice category. Oof, that was a cool kill screen. I had my Monada hearts pulled up and he killed me. Zoomed in. That was harsh. All right, so we'll put him in the same tier as like he has Diddy Kong potential, but right now, just based off of our data, based off of our data, he's more like a Cloud Bowser.
And I do think I definitely think he has more potential than those two, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I don't know, and maybe you know what, he may just be a gimmick character, and Riddles could absolutely be completely right. He may just be too much work for too little reward. But I don't know. I want to be fair to this character. I do think this character deserves way more exploration than he's gotten.
Right. All right. So I know we didn't talk about a lot of characters today, but we did get started a little bit later than we usually do, and it's coming up on midnight here. So I think I will be cutting it here. As much as I'd love to keep on discussing this, some of us have stuff to do tomorrow. And like I said, it's about midnight my time. So I really appreciate you guys coming on, even though Creeper didn't really talk a whole lot. But yeah, I think this was
My
a.
mic was muted this whole time.
Oh, you just noticed that?
Oh no!
I just.
Oh
noticed.
no!
Oh no, so much data we missed. He was probably wondering why we kept cutting him off.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, what's going on? Oh my
Do they
eyes.
just hate me now?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. No. We played 20
Wow,
rounds of
more
Smash
confused.
too, so that's actually a good number. But yeah, no, this was super insightful. We grew our list from 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17 characters. Talked about 5 characters, which is pretty good for like a little over an hour.
Yeah.
We squeezed in quite a few. Give
Yeah.
about 20 minutes to each character.
Yeah.
So
It's better than 40 minutes on Samus.
yeah. So I really appreciate you tuning in. If you tuned in live, and if you're watching this in the future, again, hi future me. Yeah, there's gonna be more, and our episodes may vary from length to length. It's just how it is. We don't have a designated time block set for it. We don't get paid that much. We don't get paid at all. So, without
We get paid
further
in bits from fart sounds.
yeah, we get paid. I get paid in fart sounds. That's my job. No, but in you know, I don't know. Bye.
Bye.
Later.